Hi there. Very good afternoon to all of you. Live again on this live chat, and I was to come live around 11 a.m., but due to some reasons, I'm live now at around 12:30, as I promised later on. Mm, want to discuss a few things about the markets and stocks or a sector because of the kind of move that we are seeing in the market. So I wanted to just share my thoughts and answer all your queries, whatever queries that you'll be having. I'm unable to put up the Q&A session for a long time, for about a week, 10 days, 10, 12 days, and that's why it's better to answer your queries here in the live session. And I try to answer most of the queries, as many as possible. Uh, so, good afternoon to all of you. I hope you're trading well. And as I said, at 10,400, 500 levels, around 10,350, 400, that the market is headed to 10,800, 850. So, it has finally played out. So, touchwood, finally, I'm getting a call right after getting many calls wrong on the markets front. Uh, Feels like we are overstretched. And hi, Jayesh. Hi, Suraj. Uh, I feel like we are overstretched on the markets, and I believe that 10,800 to 10,950, these could be levels where we could see a 6 to 8% market decline in August. And by end of August, we could see some kind of trepidation and finally bottoming out of the markets. So that's why I'm here. I want to discuss in deep with regards to the markets, and want to discuss about the sector, the automobile sector, uh, which has had a good run over the last 2 months, 2 3 months, and now it also seems like topping out. So automobile and banks or financials, uh, and that is where I think selling could just creep in. So I'm just waiting for other people to join in. There are about what 40 odd people who are there. Hi Priya, hi Gautam. Uh, Hi, Sudhankar. So I would like a few more people to join in, and then I'll start my session. So this is how it will go. I'll discuss about the markets. I'll discuss about the automobile sector as to what needs to be done in some of the stocks there, and then I'll answer all your queries as well. I mean, all your queries, most of your queries. I miss out on some of the queries, so kindly take my apologies for that. There are a lot of queries coming in quickly. I would also like to tell that the super chat feature is on your chat box, so you can use that, and that would help me actually answer your queries in detail because I can see it on the right hand side window for a longer period of time. So that's the best part of it. So around 40 odd people have joined in this chat. Would like to start with it. So first of all, I would like to give a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation, and people taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. These are all my personal opinions and what I feel about particular stocks or sectors. So taking that into consideration, uh, uh, let's get things going. Thanks, Prakash. It gave you good profits. That's good. I will in between answer queries. So if you want to ask immediate questions and leave the chat room, then you can do it through the super chat feature. Okay. So about the market. So at 10,800, 840, 850, 10,850, it looks like market is making some sort of a top. It has continuously gone to those levels and found supply. Uh, I'm seeing that happening for the last 2 to 3 days. And what that has meant is that probably at that 200 DMA of 10,900, there's a lot of resistance. And at least if the market has to go to 11,500, it may go there going forward in the next 2 3 months, but perhaps at around 10,800 to 10,900 levels we could see market really topping out, and we could see a good 6 to 8%, even 10% decline. So I would not be surprised that in the second half of July till the end of August, throughout August, we could see selling pressure at higher levels. We could see rallies, but declines would be more. And I would not be surprised with 9650 on the index. I will really not be surprised if 9700 gets on the index, maybe lower levels even. And I'm not ruling out a 7500. And I'll just give you at least four or five reasons for that. One is that the pandemic is not going away, and it looks like we are in a situation where this could just continue till December and even beyond. Uh, Things are getting better in Mumbai, but getting worse in Delhi. And we are seeing that in the numbers. And probably most of the media is not covering it at the moment, but we can see it all over on the internet that how things are panning out here in India with over 700,000 cases. I mean, 750,000 nearly. We are there. So I feel that the economy is going to suffer big time going forward, even. And I'm not talking of these consumer names. And that's why I keep saying that these consumer names uh, would continue to do well, but other sectors would suffer badly. And I'm not saying that the markets may go down. So here I have Shiva Shuman, who's saying that liquidity is huge, so there will not be a lot of selling. See, I am saying there could be a correction. I'm not saying that there will be a reversal in the markets. So take that pretty clearly. So I'm not saying that we will head to a bear market again. I am saying that we could see a 10 to 15% even decline on the Nifty because of the run up we have already seen, and then the reasons would be given the same as I'm explaining at the moment. It is not to say that the markets will not go up from September onwards. I'm very positive about the markets pre Diwali, so around October, late September till January, February. I could see a massive rally in the market, and whatever rally we have seen already is nothing in front of that. So probably we will see a better and a more gigantic rally going forward from October onwards. But I believe that we are in for a 8 to 10%, 5 to 7%, some sort of a correction, which would jitter the, you can say, the weaker bulls, the bulls who have got in the market at 10,600, 700, or even today, the bulls who think that we could go to 11,500 and who believe that the easy trade is on the upside. So just to trap those traders, just to trap those latecomers in the party, a market will show its, you can say, corrective nature and its contradictory nature, and we could go all the way down to 10,000, even 9,700, and I won't be surprised if we go below that even. But then the recovery will also be sharp, because I believe that FY21 could be bad, and by September we are halfway through FY21. So after that, we could look at FY22 then, because people have had this news that this pandemic is taking over all nearly the whole of the economy, and we are going to suffer big time. Uh, but this could be the last massive correction or a deep correction that everybody is waiting for. We could see that happening from 10,850, 900. And I believe that the trigger for the same could be from the Reliance Industries AGM that would take place probably on the 15th, if I'm not wrong. So in a week's time, probably we'll make a top there. Reliance may make a top there for a short term, for about a month, or 45 days, or about 30 trading sessions. And it could correct 10 to 15% from that top. Maybe a top would be made at 1850, maybe 1900, and then we could see 1700 on the stock. That could definitely happen. But I believe that that correction of 10%, 15% in Reliance may take the market even further down. So you can understand what I'm talking about. And that is why I feel that those who are invested from 10,000, from 9,500, even from 8,000 levels earlier in April and say mid April or so, even at 8,700, 8,800, whatever levels, and you're making 25, 30% in stocks, better to book at this point of time. That would be my suggestion, although you have to take your own call, and these are my personal opinions. So, uh, I believe that we could see 8 to 10% decline, and the stocks could go down 15, 20%. the same stocks that you have bought and made money in could go down 20-25%, and that's where you need to get back in. If you are a trader, if you are an investor, then no need to worry. I think 9700, 9800 should hold in all circumstances, unless some really bad news comes in and we could really go down big time. Around 10,000 to 9700, go ahead and buy, if you have the money, all those stable stocks that I have been talking about all these months, and just sit tightly, because the next rally could take the market all the way to 11,500, 600 levels in no time, and we have seen that happen. So buy strong stocks on decline. That would be my suggestion. The decline could happen from 15th of July, could happen from tomorrow, could happen in August, but there will be a decline of 8 to 10%, minimum 5 6% in the market. That is what my understanding is. Currently the market looks stretched. Coming to the sectors point, so one sector I want to talk to you about, and I was looking at some of the stocks there. I believe autos have shown a very good run. So a Maruti from 4,000 to 62, 6,300, and Eicher Motors from 12 and a half thousand all the way to 19,000, 18,500, 19,000, and other ancillary stocks or Motherson Sumi from 50 to 97, or even 100, 105, and then declined. There have been other stocks in ancillaries which have nearly doubled, which have gone up 60, 70%. There have been a Mahindra and Mahindra which has nearly doubled from the lows of March. There have been a Escorts which is I think around 1100, and that has really surprised me the way it has gone past 1,000. We could see good amount of correction, deep correction, as you say, and people on the television might say that we will be having a deep, you can say a deep cut in these stocks, but that would only be a correction. So a 15-20% correction is not ruled out in all of these stocks. Not to say that you follow my advice here, but and these are not advice, these are my opinions, that these stocks may correct 20-25%. If you are making, say, if you have bought a Maruti at 4,500 and you're making 30-35% in the stock, 45, 4,800, you have bought into it, better to book some profits and then wait for further 15-20% decline and then get into it again at 5,000. Similarly with Escorts, levels of 850, 800, 900, around 900 would be better to buy at. It is currently, I think it has gone to 1100, and I don't know the price today. So same with other stocks as well. You need to be very careful now. If you are a trader, if you are an investor, if you have a 2 year plus time frame and you are into these consumer stocks that I keep talking about, then you need to add on these sort of declines. These declines may come in August, September, and then again in Jan, Feb. So these declines will keep on coming. But what I have noticed over the last 2 years or so, since 2018, when the market made a top in terms of the small cap index, that there have been very good trading rallies that people could not take benefit of. At least we retail investors, and at least I can say that. So probably this is the time to do it like that. And I feel as long as there is no vaccine coming, we could be in this mood of rewarding traders. So traders would be rewarded even more than investors, and that's why you need to trade a bit, although invest big time. So 25% trading and 75% investing is not bad in this sort of an environment. And I'm talking of positional trading for 3 to 6 months, and not talking of something like an intraday trading, etc. So this was about the sector. So autos seems like topping out, and probably autos and financials along with Reliance will take the market down to 10,000, even 9,700. Let's see if it happens or not. My time frame is till August, and this could happen. This could start from 15th July. This could start in August, and then the fall could be very sharp for 1 or 2 weeks. Anything can happen, but I am seeing a topping out pattern happening at 10,800, 900 levels on the Nifty. So now I'm ready to answer all your queries. You can shoot the questions. And again, I would like to request that the super chat feature is on. So kindly use that to help me grow the channel and help you also eke out deep answers from me. So you can ask questions from super chat as well. So You can ask questions. So let's see what are the queries that are coming in at the moment. So Nifty SIP for long term, Suraj. Yes, yes, it's good. Long term for me means 10 to 15 years. You can do that for sure. I would avoid the sugar sector, so no comments on that. I won't comment on many of the, you can say, commodity sector. ITC, I feel at 210, 215. If you have bought it at lower levels, you should book out, Rohit. Kindly do not buy at these levels. IGL is around 420, 430. Between 400 to 430, IGL is good, but I have a preference towards MGL. I'm not invested in any of them, but I like MGL better than IGL. I have no views on Surya Roshni. Need to analyze the charts, etc., and then do it probably. Uh, Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your appreciation. Thanks a lot, Sai Charan. You want opinion on Omax? Let me open the charts of Omax here. Uh, I think Omax probably see. First of all, I want to say that I'm not very bullish on the infrastructure or real estate sector as a whole. That's one point before looking at the charts. Currently, the stock is at a circuit and with heavy volume. So, uh, absolutely, I mean, it is an avoid with the kind of fall, the sharp fall that it has had. If you get one opportunity, so I did not look at the stock for a long time. So, Sai Charan, if you get one opportunity to exit the stock, immediately exit. I see a corporate, something of a corporate thing happening there, and that's why the stock is down so much. Um, okay, thanks a lot, Cube, for your K Cube for your contribution. Yes, I feel market will correct a bit. I'm not saying that it will go into a phase where it will go to 8,000 or 8,500, 9,000 or like that. But we could see a minimum 5 to 6% correction. I think this is too good to be true that every day you wake up and you see the market and it is up 30, 40 points on a gap up and then keeps going up and ends in green. And massive buying comes in after 12:30, 1 o'clock. I believe this trend will reverse, and one day it will reverse, and people will think that it's just a one-day phenomena. But the markets will go down. Not huge, but around. I feel it can go down 10% from here. I won't be surprised if 9,700 comes in inside 15 to 20 days. Okay, FL buying level for me is between 13 to 1500. I would like to buy there. No comments on Alok Industry. I have always said it is an avoid. ICICI Bank, see the banking sector. So let me explain this totally. The stock market, this market will go down on the back of selling in the financials, reliance, and the auto sector. Avoid banks at these levels, all banks. I think there could be a good 8 10% correction in the bank. In major banks, there could be less correction in the bank nifty or more. I don't know. So avoid ICICI Bank at these levels. A biocon one can look at, even if it is making new highs, probably any 5 7% correction. I think pharma will again come back into picture. I think pharma buying will again increase. That's my opinion. When the selling begins here on the Nifty, and Biocon is a pretty good stock to be into. I would avoid IT. I would avoid HCL Tech or any IT stocks. IT may see spurt of buying for 5 7 8 trading sessions. That's it, and then selling will begin in it. Yes, Prasanna Saru, Doctor. Yes, HDFC Life is a good pick. SBI Life, HDFC Life, both life insurance companies is a good pick. Uh, for that, Deepak Nitrite, I would avoid. I think the numbers in Deepak Nitrite, the best of the numbers have come in, and the peak numbers have come in, and I think there will be trepidations going forward. Kilpest. So I've talked about Kilpest a number of times. I think it is on a circuit again. The kind of numbers with respect to the test that they are selling is huge. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to 270, 280. I would not say that I'll buy at these levels. I'll buy on declines. So currently, over 2 3 months, I see 280, 300 coming in Kilpest. Larsen 2 Pro is a good share to buy for a 5 6 year period and to exit with the 30 40% upside and not to hold a lot. So suppose you buy at 1000 and then you wait for 1300 1350 anytime, say in 2 years, 1 year, 1 month, 6 months, whatever, and you exit. It is not a consistent, you can say, a portfolio stock that I would suggest that you get into. Aarti Industries is good. I think Aarti Industries, even I am looking at that probably after the decline, I may look at Aarti Industry and buying into it. I think between 880 to 920 good levels to buy into Aarti Industries. Tata Consumer for me is expensive at these levels. Torrent Pharma, interesting 10 15% downside. You could get into a Torrent Pharma. Okay. I would avoid Trent. I think DMart looks good in this space, and I'm not joking. I think 2300, 2400. It has been consistently moving between 2100 to 2400, showing a lot of strength. And I believe that once this consolidation is over, we could see DMart head towards 3000 even. So probably DMart looks a better option. Tanla Solutions is interesting at these levels. If you have bought it at 50 55 for trading, you could book some amount of profits here. But I feel after buyback, this could go even higher. So Tanla needs to produce results on the bottom line, and then the stock could do really well. I would avoid Eris Life Sciences. Nestle on declines, I think 17,000 to 17,500 between these levels. If it is trading at currently good levels, if you're lucky, you get it at 16,000 or so, you should buy that at 16,000. Yeah. Hero Motocorp is a better stock for me, and I think Hero on declines to 2200, 2250 could be bought at, and these are the stocks to be bought at. Even Bajaj is not bad. Probably on declines when the market falls, these are the stocks to grab: a Syngene, a Biocon, a Hero Motocorp, a Bajaj, a Maruti, an Eicher. These are the stocks to really get into. So Syngene, I like Syngene on declines. Avoid Bajaj Finance, even if it has run up. I am not positive on the financial sector. Probably it can do well, but I'll still avoid. Inox is an avoid completely. Probably if you are invested and you are making a lot of losses, you can look to hold for 2 3 years, and whenever the spurt comes in, when the you can say cinema halls open, then you exit. HUL, I think around 2100 to 2000 would be very good levels to get into. I feel HUL can go to 2600 in a year and a half's times. Yeah. So that's my buy level, Bharat, on HUL. Another thing I want to say here is that if you have queries with respect to portfolios, if you have queries with respect to a number of stocks that you're holding and you want an analysis on my behalf, you can directly email me. We can work things out and decide as to how to go about it. So, an email to me would be better, and the email is provided on all my videos in the description. Maruti now is probably 20% from here would be good levels to get into a Maruti on a decline. Uh, it's a decent stock. So Sari Biotech, I did see its fundamentals and all decent stock, but I would say let the listing come in. Don't put the money in this IPO, because if the market goes negative, as I'm explaining, Shri, then you could be red faced when you get into the stock probably, and also you'll not get a lot of stocks when you buy it through the IPO, but on listing, post listing, you should buy. So wait for listing and then get into the stock. I am positive on some of the chemical stocks. Atul is one of them. Atul is good. I like Atul, but I like something like an SRF better than Atul in this, and a Viniti and an Aarti Industry. These are good stocks, and also a Pidilite. Don't forget, Pidilite is also good in this space. SBI cards again, any 15 20% decline, any 10 to 15% decline, it's a very good stock. It is a 1000 rupees stock as far as I am concerned. So Any levels below 750, even now you can buy, even on 15% decline from these levels, you can buy into SBI cards. I think Balakrishna Industries has run up a lot, and this is one of those you can say auto ancillaries, as I was explaining, that have run up in this auto rally. So probably it's time to book some profits. And if you are even a long-term investor, you can book some profits, keep half. iShare good levels to buy it is around 15,500 to 16,500, something like that. Declines would be welcome to buy into iShare. Yeah. Okay, so iShare on declines should be bought into. Alkyl amines I would avoid. Pidilite is a good stock. I think for long term at 1350, 1380, good levels to get into. Uh, uh, See, Dixon, it is going up and it is stable, but I believe another stock that should be bought on declines rather than at current levels. Market declines would see the stock go to 5,000 even, and those will be good levels to get into. Yeah. Okay, Urja Global, no comments. SBI, I would sell. At these levels, I would sell most of the banks because they have run up. It is not to say they can go up even more, but 10,800 on the Nifty looks stretch, as I mentioned. IDFC first, avoid for me. Ramco Systems again and avoid. Infosys declines, you should buy. I don't think these levels are good to buy into. Okay, some of the stocks are repeating, so I won't comment on those. Yes. Escorts around 900 to 850 would be good levels. I think it has run up, and I've said this in my initial part of this video, so you can reverse the tape and watch it. Declines would be better to buy into. Escorts. KEI one should avoid. Uh, I would not like to get into all these power ancillary or you can say wires, cable stocks at this point of time because I see economy not doing well over the next 6 8 months. Probably after 2 quarters, I'll look at these stocks. Yeah. GMM Fodler is an interesting company, currently trading at 90 times earnings and expensive, but I still feel we have technically a move towards 6,000 on GMM Fodler, declines to 4,000 to 3,800. One can look at buying into GMM Fodler. HDFC AMC around these levels should can be bought at, but if you get some sort of decline, it would be even better. Yeah. All right. So, all right, guys. Thanks a lot for being online and thanks a lot for the discussion. I'll be again live most probably on Saturday. So, Saturday afternoon would be when I'll be again on a live chat. So, keep your queries coming in. Thank you.